Default refers to the failure to fulfill a financial obligation or meet a contractual agreement, resulting in non-payment or delayed payment of debts or bills. It can occur in various contexts, such as loan repayments, bond interest payments, or contractual agreements between parties. When an individual, company, or government defaults on its obligations, it signals financial distress and can have significant consequences for all parties involved. In the context of loans and debt instruments, default occurs when a borrower fails to make the scheduled payments as per the agreed-upon terms. For example, if a person fails to make their monthly mortgage payments, they are said to be in default on their home loan. Similarly, if a company cannot meet the interest or principal payments on its bonds or loans, it is considered to be in default. Defaulting on financial obligations has serious implications. For individuals, it can result in damaged credit scores, difficulty obtaining future loans, and potential foreclosure or repossession of assets. For companies, default can lead to a loss of investor confidence, increased borrowing costs, and possible bankruptcy proceedings. In the case of sovereign default, when a country fails to repay its international debts, it can lead to economic crises, capital flight, and severe damage to the nation's creditworthiness. Defaulting parties may seek to negotiate with their creditors to restructure the debt and establish new payment terms. This process, known as debt restructuring, can involve extending the repayment period, reducing interest rates, or even writing off a portion of the debt. Debt restructuring aims to prevent bankruptcy and provide some relief to the borrower while ensuring that the creditor can recover at least a portion of the owed amount. In financial markets, credit rating agencies play a crucial role in assessing the creditworthiness of borrowers and issuers of debt. They assign credit ratings that indicate the likelihood of default. A higher credit rating signifies a lower risk of default, making it easier and cheaper for the borrower to obtain financing. Conversely, a lower credit rating signals a higher risk of default, leading to higher borrowing costs and limited access to credit. Governments can also default on their debts, which is known as sovereign default. Sovereign default can have severe consequences for both the country's economy and its citizens. In the case of sovereign default, international institutions, such as the International Monetary Fund (IMF), may intervene to provide financial assistance and help the country stabilize its economy. In conclusion, default refers to the failure to meet financial obligations, such as loan repayments or contractual agreements. It can have significant repercussions for individuals, companies, and even countries, impacting creditworthiness, investor confidence, and economic stability. Debt restructuring and international financial institutions may come into play to mitigate the effects of default and assist in resolving financial crises. Preventing default often involves prudent financial management and effective risk assessment by all parties involved.